Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Ekeler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Austin Ekeler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Here's the 2nd-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Running on first down, Eckler. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert slide. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence, he'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dan Arnold as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On the move past the 40. 39 yards there. A big one. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they can... And he loses the football a second time, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. It's Ekeler again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Ekeler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Ekeler running it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, 33 yards. And the Chargers look like they're about to